So it's the spring semester. All your friends rush fraternities in the fall, so you thought, hey, might as well give it a shot. The problem is, you don't really know the difference between any of them. You've got the Kappa somethings, you've got the Sigma somethings, you've got fraternities where you don't even know what symbols are in their name. So you decide to make a checklist. Why not? So the first thing you look for is the house. Now, the house does not make the fraternity, but it does make for a nice place where you can drink soda, of course. It's a cool place where you can have events and parties and hangouts, I guess. Overall, having a house is just better. So you don't want to join a fraternity with a bunch of dummies in it, so next thing you look for are guys with good grades. Grades are important. It's the reason you go to school. It makes your parents happy, and at the end of the day, they're the one who pays your bills. Number 3 is involvement. Alright, we join fraternities to build resumes, to get involved, to be better people. So I'm gonna sketch up some important people here. We got Mr. Washington and Mr. Lincoln. Here's the Senate room. Fun fact, most senators were actually in fraternities. The involved fraternities have SOA members, student ambassadors. They've got guys on sports teams, and there's tons of other stuff. Just ask around, you'll find out. Fourth up, you actually want a fraternity who can show off what they've done. You want a fraternity who wins awards. We'll touch on a lot of these later. So I'm gonna hit on the 5th and most important part of a fraternity, the brotherhood. If you're like me, you're gonna take the brotherhood side of your fraternity very seriously. You want guys who wave their flag with pride. You want guys who actually live the ideals of your fraternity. You want a fraternity with an unforgettable experience. So, if we add all these up, the house, grades, involvement, awards, brotherhood, there's only one very, very exact answer. Alpha to Omega. Some of you may know us as ATO. So, let's look at the house. We actually have a pretty nice house, as you can see here. We have 10 acres right outside of city limits, which is great. We got 15 bedrooms, and we have a party barn, and a nice little house for the pledges. Next up is the grades. Well, it turns out ATO has the top pledge GPA out of all fraternities. We actually have one of the highest chapter GPAs on campus, and we have plenty of incentives for you to keep your grades up while you're in school. So back to Mr. Washington and Mr. Lincoln. I drew these because ATO actually has had the past 2 student body presidents at MTSU. So if you haven't noticed, ATO actually has a huge presence in SGA. We actually hold about 20% of the Senate seats at MTSU. Pretty impressive stuff. Alright, next up is awards. Head to the ATO house and you'll see a lot of these. These are the True Merit Awards. Shows that we're one of the best ATOs in the country. Here's a recruitment and an excellence award. Oh, we actually have won True Merit 3 times. Alright, now this is one of my favorites to talk about. ATO actually has one of the best brotherhoods on campus. We hit a basketball game, so we go to spring break together, and we have a kick-ass formal in New Orleans. So, tying it all together, ATO is actually founded on 3 things. One of them, scholarship. The next one's very important to us. It keeps the brotherhood intact. It's fellowship. And then the final one, the way we live our lives, it's our character. So, putting all these things together, the choice is pretty clear. I shouldn't have to draw it out for you. But, you know, sometimes I can't help myself. This spring semester, get ready for the TAWs at MTSU. And I'm just gonna put this here. Hoorah!